Somewhere inside a quiet research lab in Beijing, scientists may have just rewritten what we thought was possible. In a discovery that sounds almost unreal, a team of researchers has managed to make old monkeys young again. Not metaphorically, but biologically. They didn't just slow aging, they reversed it. The breakthrough began with a question that's haunted humanity for centuries. What if aging isn't a one-way road? What if, instead of watching time take its toll, we could learn how to turn it back? Inside the Chinese Academy of Sciences, that question led scientists to a rare kind of cell, the body's natural repair crew. They're called mesenchymal progenitor cells, and they live deep within our bones and tissues. Their job is to heal, rebuild, and renew. But even these cells grow old. Over the years, they become sluggish, stop dividing, and start releasing toxic molecules that spread inflammation and decay. It's like the body's maintenance team turning against the building it was meant to protect. So the researchers tried something radical. They took those tired stem cells and gave them an upgrade, not with a chemical, but with a gene. It's called FOXO3, a master regulator of longevity found in nearly every living creature. In youth, FOXO3 keeps our cells resilient. It repairs DNA, powers up mitochondria, and shields us from stress. But as we age, its activity fades, and our cells begin to crumble under the pressure of time. The scientists decided to change that. Using precise genetic engineering, they locked FOXO3 in its on position, permanently active, always defending. The result was extraordinary. Senescence-resistant stem cells, cells that don't grow old. They called them SRCs and super stem cells. When these enhanced cells were transplanted into elderly macaque monkeys, roughly the age of a human in their 60s or 70s, the results defied expectations. Their bones, once fragile and thinning, began to rebuild density. Their memory sharpened. They learned faster and remembered longer. Their blood showed a dramatic drop in inflammation, the silent fire that drives so many age-related diseases. Under the microscope, their organs told the same story. Fresher tissue, healthier mitochondria, fewer senescent cells. Across more than half of the 61 tissues tested, the signs of biological age had rolled backward. It was as if their bodies had remembered how to be young. The secret wasn't just the cells themselves, but what they released. Microscopic messengers called exosomes, tiny packets carrying rejuvenating proteins and genetic material. These packets traveled through the monkey's bloodstreams like whispers of youth, re-educating older cells, reminding them how to repair, how to thrive, how to live again. One of the lead scientists, Si Wang, described it in just 3 words. We see rejuvenation. And they did. Not a mythical fountain of youth, but a measurable biological rewinding of time. For decades, scientists have been able to rejuvenate mice, but primates are a far greater challenge. Longer lifespans, more complex systems, closer to humans in every biological way. That's why this discovery stands out. It's the first real proof that aging in a primate can be modulated, maybe even reversed. Still, the researchers are careful not to overpromise. They know there are risks. A cell that never ages could one day refuse to die when it should. And that's how cancer begins. The effects may fade. The cost of such treatments may be immense. And yet, despite all that, the meaning of this experiment is impossible to ignore. Because if the same principles hold true in humans, the way we think about medicine could change forever. Instead of treating diseases one by one, we could address the single condition that fuels them all: aging itself. Right now, those monkeys are still alive, still being studied. Inside them, the rejuvenated cells continue their quiet work, repairing, rebuilding, restoring. And in their bodies, perhaps, lies a preview of our own future. A world where growing old no longer means fading away, but circling back toward youth, powered by the very cells that built us in the first place. What was once dismissed as science fiction is now inching closer to scientific fact.